This week on the Moment with Louis, we got Trappin EC, so make sure you tap in. Tap in means to get all people network. That's how we get down. So, how did you get your name?
Trappin EC. So, I was in school and I do this little, this little bitch or whatever.
Yeah.
This little one bitch. She don't mean nothing, but I met her and like, you feel me? She was just talking to me one day. She was like, "Oh, whoop de whoop, you rap now. You got to change your name." Cause I used to have my old name used to be Hollow.
Okay.
So
like Desi Hollow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just switched the A's to O's. So like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then she was all like, "Nah, that's kind of whack, blah blah blah," and I was just like, "Nah."
So y'all was brainstorming.
Yeah. Basically, like that day, like the name Trappin EC was just brought up, and then I just kept going with it. So yeah, she was just bringing up some shit, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, I like that, whatever, blah blah blah." She said, "Oh, you live in Oklahoma," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So I was like, at first it was gonna be Trappin SD.
Okay.
But I thought about it and I was like, nah, too many people already like that. Like, there's too many names that, that already have either 619 in it or, San Diego, like the SD, the initials. So I was like, nah, I want to be different. So at the time, I was doing some crazy shit. Not too crazy, but, I had like little hustles and shit when I was younger. Did a couple things with the homies that were a little older than me. And you feel me? So what came to my head is what came to my head was, my bad, I was just thinking and I was like, Trappin, and then she was like, what? And I was like, Trappin EC, and then she was like okay, and then just from there, ever since, I just rocking with that name.
Hella. Just to be clear, it ain't Trappin nigga. I hella thought it was Trappin nigga at first, bro. I'm like, go front.
A lot of my homies just finna see this shit. Fucking, they finna be like, oh yeah, we call him Trappin nigga. That shit's irritating, but nah, it's Trappin EC. It's Trappin EC.
Okay, bet. So, talking to T. Keeson, he talked about, you being like a wild young dude, because you 17, right?
Yeah.
So you being like this stage where you in, an area where you could go in a bunch of different ways, pursue a bunch of different things. Do you think that losing family such as your brother and then your pops to the system has forced you kind of to find a new avenue, kind of a new family, and forced you to be Trappin EC?
Yeah, hella like what you saying for me. Yeah, I lost my brother and shit to the little gang violence and shit, so that also plays into to what I do and shit. So yeah, that, and then also on top of, you feel me, I'm just Keys ain't lying, you feel me, I'm Young Thugly, you feel me, wow, this for real, you feel me, for real, but yeah, it's just.
Do you think you would want to go back to school or pursue a career in education in some type of way?
So right now, I'm in school right now, but it's not there. It's not all the way there. I'll pull up and I'll be there for a good 5 minutes. I'll leave. I'll come back, go back and forth. But
out of boredom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's good. Well, to answer your question, though.
Okay.
Just put it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Just keep your options open, you feel me? But speaking of different things, you feel me? I need some clarification about some words. What's off it mean? Yeah.
Off it?
Yeah.
Alright, so you feel me? So I'm from the Cree team, you feel me? It's the Cree lingo, you feel me? You get in here, all the homies saying some weird words. You might walk around a homie, he might just say a name out of nowhere, he might just be like Tracy. You gonna be like, who's he talking about? Nah, it's just deeper. It's way deeper than that. But off it just means, you feel me? You just off it. You can be in any situation. You can be being the best, for say, rap nigga out there. You can pursuing your dream. You can accomplish that shit. You're just off it. You're up there type shit.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's just, it's understandable to some people, like how you say you thought it was gonna mean like being high, like it does mean that, but there's
because that's how we grew up saying like, oh, he off it, bro, he off it, like you know what I mean, leave him alone, he off it,
or like, he lit.
No, I'm saying like even like a Sherm head, you feel me, he off it, bro, like you know what I mean, but like more of like how you looking at it's more like, oh, he on the church, nah, he off it, like type thing, like he blowing, I feel exactly. Okay, so another one that we use for smoking that you be high as hell, Doty. What Doty mean to you?
That's the original. Well, like I say, you feel me? So I'm from the Creed team, so just around a lot of older like a lot of older homies, you feel me? I hear a lot of things, I see a lot of shit, so you feel me? I take it to what my niggas say, you know what I'm saying? They put me on some game, they tell me what's right from wrong, they show me, you feel me, what's real and what's not. You feel me? Doty's just that, you feel me? Like, yes, it's another one of those, like, you feel me? Yeah, it can be your high or whatever, that's the original term, but it also, you feel me, just like off it means, other than that, you feel me, there's more to it.
So Doty, what does Doty mean? Because you say Doty just mean, huh?
Doty, all right, so you can be for say, I can make a funny ass joke, you feel me, you can laugh your ass off, anything, be like, oh, this nigga's Doty, or you feel me, somebody can be turned up, you feel me, in the best mood of their life, they just act in some type of way, they're Doty, you feel me?
So like that feeling of like in our last interview, Young Rich talked about it being like feeling like him. Okay. Like that. Like, Like Doty's like that feeling like him.
Yeah. So I'm like I said, you feel me? Anything for us is Doty. So I don't really look into that part, but
it's more how you say it.
Yeah, more how you say it.
Is that what you're saying?
Because a lot of time
is a lot of our words is how you're saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I could be like, hey, bro, you're off it.
Yeah.
Because he done dropped some Hennessy.
Yeah.
Or my nigga get the rapping.
Yeah.
I be like, oh, little bit like off it. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, if I be like, hey, bro, you about to trip. If a nigga trip, bro, you're Doty. The fuck you just do that for?
Yeah, just some high shit, right? Like doing some high shit, like something.
You don't gotta be high, bro.
No, but doing some high shit, like bro, you bumping into chairs, you're Doty.
Like, Doty, right now I'm like, this shit.
Drop the blood or something.
I ain't lying, this shit hitting. I'm Doty. You know
all fit. Hey, that was the guest star of the show, T. Keeson. Make sure y'all tap in with that interview if y'all didn't already. You dig? So back to you. What got you wanting to rap in the first place?
All right, so. Like, cause how you were talking earlier, you asked me if I play, football or anything like that. So before like I started rapping, that's all I did. Like I played basketball mostly, but football, I have played. But really, one of my homies at the time still is my homie. Shout out Kid Capel. You feel me? We both. He was actually like my partner in the rap shit. So he got me into it. You feel me? He used to rap, in school during lunchtime, morning time, whatever, after school. I just thought it was cool, and you feel me? He introduced me to it. We just rapped on this one beat, like we got high. It was just moving, and he was just like, "Bro, we gotta make our own shit." And I was like, "All right, whatever." You feel me? And so made our own little group or whatever.
What was the group name?
At the time, I believe it was because like I told you, my name.
Cranberry and the boys.
No. You're dirty. Stop. Nah, but at the time, you feel me? At the time, like I told you, my old name used to be Hollow, and his name is his name is Kapow. Okay. So like we just said Hollow and Kapow, and then we switched to Kapow Hollow. He was like, oh, you feel me? And then we just thought of it, and we were just like, you know what? That was around the time I had changed my name to Trappin EC. Okay. So at the time, I was just like, all right, whatever, we'll change it. And we just said TK as vertical, and then
TKS vertical.
TKS vertical. We added because remember how I told you like me and him were like a partnership. Yeah. I made a little group, and so we had somebody else in it, and he was another like part of the group, so it's TKS vertical, so T for Trappin, and then K for Kapow, and then S for one of our homies. Right. And so so
where'd the vertical come from?
The vertical, we just like, okay, so we gotta stay confident in ourselves, you feel me? So we're just like, I'm confident ass nigga, you feel me? So but we just always be like, you feel me, we're going up to the top. My man Kapow is crazy, so he just be fucking turn all the time. So he just be like, bro, we're going up. I don't care, we're going up top, you feel me? Type shit. So we just say, you know, we're confident, so we're vertical, you feel me? We're going up to the top, we're not going, you know, we're not going horizontal.
Right. So if, let's say rap doesn't work, what are you going to end up pursuing?
Sure.
Selling plates.
Huh. Shoot. That's a good question. I don't really have an answer for that. But what I can tell you is that if I stop rapping, or you know something does happen to where you know I gotta stop that shit, then you feel me? You probably just gonna see me like you gonna see me as Trappin EC, but when you see me, I'm not gonna be Trappin EC. You feel me? Like I'm gonna be like back to my like myself where I used to wild out. I used to be in the streets every day. You feel me? Type shit, just thugging, just doing all the shit I gotta do to you feel me? What I gotta do. So.
You think rapping keeps you away from having to be trapping, having to be in the streets and all that? Because you got like a goal. You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, it really does. You feel me? I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. You feel me? I still do some of the shit you know I used to do, be bad and shit. You feel me? It's always gonna come back for me. You feel me? Like you know, I've been through some shit, so you know, it's kind of hard to you know stay away from that. But better than I used to do. You know, I'm smooth off of everything. You feel me? But right now I'm with this music shit. You feel me? Young, so
yeah,
taking the opportunity. You feel me?
Facts. Can we say EP or a mixtape anytime soon?
Probably not anytime soon, man. But I can tell you, I do got some. You feel me? Some features.
Okay.
A lot of features.
Where's some features we could look forward to?
Sure. One for sure. You feel me? One for sure is gonna be me and my man T Keezy. You feel me? Y'all seen him?
Yeah.
We finna get some, cause a lot of people been waiting for that. You feel me? We known each other for so long. You feel me? People thought we'd have it like that first day. You feel me? But nah, for sure from bro. You know, the whole Creed team for sure, all the older homies, you feel me? Like I said, some of my homies, you feel me? Kapow, shoot, you feel me? Kid Wood, you feel me? Fucking Big Nasty E, you feel me? Everybody, all the homies, Lofty, all them, you feel me?
Outside the homies, who else do you see, like, who do you want a feature from?
So I don't even like niggas like that.
Oh.
I don't even like niggas like that, man. I'm not a hater or anything, but you feel me? I like to stick to my circle. You feel me? Like I like to roll with my niggas, so I don't really have an answer for you. Probably just I really wouldn't. I mean, I probably look forward to a feature. You feel me? But I would like all my shit's like with the homies and like you know. You feel me? I mean, unless if you can bring, you feel me, like Michael Jackson back, you feel me, or like you feel me, make Michael Jordan a fucking rapper, then shit. I mean, yeah, but nah.
So like people even like outside of the city, who is there someone like, or it's still like like I ain't really fucking with it?
Man, like sometimes I mean, shit. To be honest with you, like I mean, I'll listen to a nigga song, you feel me, and be like, okay, like this shit's hard, like he's hard, like he's dope, you feel me? I get a little think about, you feel me, what if I had him on so and so, you feel me? But you know, other than that, like it's not really like, oh, like I want you as specific, like for you know, type shit. But
I see you got some merchandise out. When can we see you start really pushing it?
Shoot, when I get off my ass and stop being lazy, shit. If I get time to, you know, do that, then I'm for sure do that. But I got some merchandise, not out, but you feel me. We'll hopefully get to pushing that soon. But most definitely, we're gonna have, you know, other clothing lines that we're gonna be tagged in with, you know, doing some shit with for sure.
What's some clothing lines that you want to tap in with?
For sure, Champion. You feel me? You see the shit, man. Sure. My man Keys and fuck with Reebok, so you feel me? Put me on to that, so Reebok, you feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody that knows me, they know I rock the N1s, you feel me? You feel me? Basketball shit, just, you know, some shit.
So you're looking at more major sponsor?
Yeah. Nothing too crazy, but you feel me? Something big, yeah. Definitely.
And for the stars, you feel me? If there's something about yourself that people don't already know and that you would tell them, like what would you tell them?
Sure. I'm just ugly ass nigga and I'm off it. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm just real, you know. a lot of people, you feel me, will look at me, you know, as another individual, but they'll look at me more like they'll look at me in a hateful way. You feel me? In like a more so like like to judge me. You feel me?
Okay.
So, you know, I can't really control how people think, but sure, I'm just a ugly ass nigga. Like,
Yeah.
so it's whatever. You feel me?
Yeah. That's been a moment with Louis. I appreciate you tapping in, and tap in means to get all people network. And that's how we get down. You did.